Welcome back, class. Today I'm going to go over how to multiply fractions, including mixed fractions with whole numbers. So first we'll start off with just a couple fractions without whole numbers. So let's say we have 2/4 multiplied by 3/5. Now, unlike addition and subtraction, this is a lot simpler because you just multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So you can almost think of it like it's 2/4 like this times both the top and the bottom. So you can think of it like this. So of course that's going to equal 2 times 3, which is 6. 4 times 5 is 20. But you can quickly see that both of these are even numbers. So we can divide them by 2, which would equal 3/10 as a final answer. Okay, so that's as simple as it is. You just multiply numerators and denominators. Next, we'll look at, let's say, whole number 4 times a fraction times 2/3. Now there's two ways, or probably multiple ways you could do this. One of them that I will show you here quickly is using fraction strips. Okay, so if we have fraction strips and we divide them into thirds, and we have 4 times 2/3. So basically you're showing 4 groups of 2/3. So there's one group, there's two groups, there's a third group, and there's a fourth group. So the answer is 1, 2, and 2/3, right? So that's one whole, that's two wholes, and we have 2/3 remaining. So that would be 2 and 2/3. Sorry, they got a little messy there. Of course, the other way is to look at the whole number as a fraction. 4/1 is equal to 4. Any number over 1 is equal to the number. And then you would just multiply that times 2/3, which would equal 8/3. So you'd have 8/3. How many 3's go into 8? 2, which would leave a remainder of 2. So you have 2 and 2/3. Okay? And finally, we'll look at a mixed fraction times a mixed fraction. Let's say we have 2 1/3 times 3 3/5. So I'll show you two ways to do this. The one way is to use the box method. So you have 2 1/3 times 3 3/5. So you multiply each row. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then 2 times 3/5 would be 6/5. 1/3 times 3 would give you 3/3. 3/3, of course, is equal to 1. And then 1/3 times 3/5, multiply the numerators. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. And then you have to add these guys. So you have 6 plus 1 is 7. And then you have to add 6/5 plus 3/15. We need to get common denominators, so 5 times 3 and 6 times 3. So 7 plus 18/15 plus 3/15, running out of room. 7 plus 18 plus 3, because we have common denominators. For adding, we just add the numerators. So that would be 21/15. I'll go to the right here instead of going down, though you should go down. So the answer would be 8 6/15. Okay, so multiplying in the box, adding up the box all together, and you get 8 6/15. And showing you another way for that question is, again, our question is 2 1/3 times 3 3/5. You would change this from mixed fractions to an improper fraction. So to do that, you multiply the whole number times the denominator, and then you add the numerator. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So 7 thirds times 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. And then we just do like we normally do with fractions, multiply numerators, multiply denominators. So that would equal 126 over 15. And then how many 15s go into 126? That would equal 8. And you would have 6 left over. Okay, just so you know how easily you can do that, right? 8 times 15 would be 8 times 10, and then 5 is half of that, so it's 80 and 40. So that's 120. Then you'd have 6 left over, so 8/15. And that's how you multiply fractions, including with mixed numbers.